But I think, unfortunately, we do see the potency of this eclipse series reflected transpersonally on the world stage right now. And what I would like you to hold in your heart for yourself is this idea that huge obstacles will suddenly and easily clear. Huge, write that down. Huge obstacles will suddenly and easily clear. I think that we can hold an intention for the most evolutionary, highest and best outcome for ourselves. And we can see how something that moves very forcefully and rapidly can be channeled for positive unblockage. So when you're feeling that rapid energy moving through you, really think about where the blocks are. How could you be empowered by a big, important release? And can something that has felt really, really stuck for you just suddenly open and start to move in a way that's positive, evolutionary, and transformative for you? So yes, this is a very potent eclipse. Yes, this sorrow series carries some difficult implications for the world at large. And also, your focus can be on creating the most positive eclipse experience for yourself that you can, and using the energy that's moving rapidly through you, through your life, your body, and your psyche for transforming, especially your approach to relationship. So some other things that point to the potency of this particular eclipse, Sun and Moon in the Via Combusta, the path of fire. This is a section of the zodiac between 15 Libra and 15 Scorpio that was named the path of fire by the ancient astrologers because there's a lot of really potent fixed stars in that part of the sky. So when you have a planet moving through there, it will often be a very volatile time anyway. So eclipses in the Via Combusta just add another level of potency. We have just experienced that Mars square Pluto. And although we really look to that in the application, like before that happens, we are still dealing with the aftermath of that very intense transit of the Mars square Pluto. Mars, our action in the world, our aggression, the god of war. Positive Mars is how we defend ourselves, how we act as our own bodyguard, how we use our vital forces to cut things away in a way that is of service to ourselves or others. That's positive Mars. Squaring Pluto, the lord of the underworld, also the lord of transformation. So again, there are positive ways to work with these energies, but overall that's a difficult transit. Pluto's also stationing. So hey, it's also a Pluto transit. Look, if things are intense for you right now, it's not surprising. What I really like about this energy is how rapidly it's moving through, okay? So if it's intense right now, there'll be a sense of relief by the time we get to the full moon. It's fast. Something that I noticed, because I always notice the activity of the little asteroid goddesses, is that Persephone is conjunct the south node here. This actually, I'm seeing in a really positive light. One way that I'm seeing this show up is an outpouring of compassion for those who have been victimized. And we're absolutely seeing that in the world. If we apply that to ourselves, I think if we're thinking in terms of unblockage, Persephone always points to that part of ourselves where we become empowered after a trauma, Sometimes it takes years after a trauma to empower ourselves and heal. But combine the rapid unblockage that's possible under this eclipse with that conjunction of asteroid Persephone, the empowered trauma survivor, sitting on that releasing node. And I think this is a recipe for really letting go and healing and shifting from a place of being held back by our trauma to a place of being empowered to heal.